What's going on, everyone? Burbank Aviation here, and welcome back to another video. Today we have the March 2025 Charleston International Airport update. We have a very exciting airport update to go over here with tons of new routes, returning airlines, and all sorts of stuff to go over here in today's video. Really hope you guys enjoy. If you do, please make sure to like and subscribe, as it really helped me out. Super exciting airport update to go over here. A lot is new, lots of changes coming up here soon. So really hope you guys enjoy. And anyway, let's just get started. I'd like to say that I'm finally able to get these gates back in these updates. So hopefully they will be looking a little bit better here in the future. We're going to start down here in Bravo 2 with the Southwest 77-700 in the Heartland livery with the split scimitars. This guy's going to be heading on over to Chicago Midway after arriving in from Denver. Chicago Midway is a 1 daily going up to 2 daily on the weekends, while Denver is a solid 1 daily. Very good for Southwest right there. Got the Southwest 737 MAX 8 in the Heartland livery. This guy's going to be heading on over to Nashville after arriving in from Baltimore. Nashville gets anywhere from 2 to 3 daily flights. Baltimore, anywhere from 3 to 4 daily flights. Our two best services right there for Southwest. Very good to see that there. Got the JetBlue A220-300. This guy's going to be heading on over to Boston after arriving from New York John F. Kennedy. Both those services are doing really well. Boston is getting 19 flights a week, a 3 daily A220-300. You lose one of those 3 daily flights on Tuesday and Wednesday. JFK, fairly similar. You get 2 daily, one A320, one A220 there. And then you lose the A320 on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Have seen a couple days where they've subbed in an A321 on the JFK service, so that is super cool to see right there. You also have Fort Lauderdale running a 1 daily A320, so that is super nice right there. Finally back here, it's been a couple months. We have this Frontier A320neo in the Baja the Whale Shark Tail. This guy's gonna be making one of 3 weekly flights on over to Philadelphia. That seasonal service has returned. Super glad to have this back. That is flying Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, getting both the A320 and A321. So super cool to see Frontier back out of here. It's been a couple months. I think it was either October or November was the last time we had them. So very cool to see that. And then Air Canada will return on March 30th of this month. So you will see them in the next update as they will fly the CRJ-900 on that service to Toronto. So really looking forward to their return. It's been quite some time, but very nice to see kind of everything returning back. You got Bermuda Air starting next month with that 2 weekly service out to Bermuda. I'm going to try and get a model if I can, because I'm pretty sure they're flying to Windsor Locks as well. So I'm going to try and get a model if possible. Here in game Bravo 10, you have the Spirit A320neo as always. This guy's be heading on over to Newark after arriving in from Fort Lauderdale. Newark is flying as a 1 daily. Fort Lauderdale is a 4 weekly. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Still very cool to see both those services there for Spirit. Newark especially doing a very nice job there. Little backlit here, but we have this Maryland 1 737-700. I thought this was getting repainted for the longest time, but it's not. The livery is still around, so we're going to continue to use this. This guy's heading on over to St. Louis after arriving in from Houston. St. Louis is our seasonal service that is resumed Saturday only, so super cool to see that right there. Houston is also a 1 daily, and then the one service we didn't cover was Dallas Love Field as a 1 daily flight right there. So still super cool to see that there. For Southwest, they're doing very nice out of here. Hopefully that service to Austin, that's our other seasonal service, will return soon. And then we have another seasonal beginning here in June. So lots to look forward to there. Got the Delta CRJ-700. He's phoning in for CRJ-900 today. This guy's going to be heading on over to Detroit after arriving in from Minneapolis. Detroit and Minneapolis are both a 1 daily Endeavor CRJ-900, so that's very, very cool to see there for Delta. Those are both doing a very nice job out of here. Gonna quickly hit this Breeze A220-300, taxiing to the runway for the flight on over to Los Angeles after arriving in from Portland, Maine. Los Angeles flying Saturday only this month. Pretty sure that was a returning service, so very cool to see that. Portland, Maine is flying 4 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So very cool to see that there for Breeze. Kind of swing all the way out to the side. We're going to start here with this American Eagle E175. This guy's going to be heading on over to Chicago O'Hare after arriving in from Washington Reagan. Chicago O'Hare is a 2 daily Envoy E175, so very cool to see that there for American. Washington Reagan gets mainly 6 daily, getting 4 CRJ-700s from PSA and 2 Republic E175s. And then on Saturdays, you lose 2 of those CRJ flights, and then one of those E175s is upgauged to an A319. So that's super cool to see right there for American. Speaking of A319, we have this one right here in the Sharklets. This guy's going to be pushing back here shortly for the flight on over to Miami after arriving in from Philadelphia. Miami is a 2 daily, getting 1 A319 and a 737-800 this month. Very cool to see the 737 out to Miami. That is super awesome to see. Philadelphia is a 4 weekly, getting a CRJ-900 from PSA, a Republican E175, and 2 A319s. And then on Saturdays, one of those A319s gets downgauged to an CRJ-900. So still very strong there for American. Got the 737-800 here in Gate Bravo 5. This guy's going to be heading on over to Charlotte after arriving from Dallas. That is pretty standard there. Dallas-Fort Worth is right around 3 daily, getting 2 737-800s and 1 A321. And then on Saturdays, one of the 737s is downgauged to an A320. Charlotte gets right around 7 daily, so that's super cool to see right there. Seeing the PSA CRJ-900, A319, A320, A321, and the 737-800 every day except Saturday. So very cool to see that there for American. We're going to be hitting our 2 United aircraft over here in Gate Bravo 3 and Bravo 1, starting here with this United A319. This guy's going to be heading on over to Chicago O'Hare after arriving in from Houston. Chicago O'Hare is a 3 daily, getting a Republic E175, an A319, and a 737-700. But on Sundays and Wednesdays, that 737 goes down to an A320. Meanwhile, Houston is flying 2 daily. You get 1 daily Republic or Macy E175, sorry. But then on Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday, that second daily flight is an A319. Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, that second flight is another Macy E175. So still very cool to see that there. Houston is going pretty strong. That's a solid 2 daily. Very nice to see that there for United. United 77 MAX 9 right here. This guy's going to be heading on over to Dulles after arriving in from Newark. Dulles is a 3 daily, getting both Republic and Macy E175s and a 737-700. Then on Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, is when you see this MAX 9 coming in. So very cool to see this MAX 9 here. Also very common out to Newark. You get 1 of these a day to Newark. But then you will also see some stuff like the 737-700 being pretty common. The Republic E175 on Saturday and A319 a couple days throughout the week. And even a MAX 8. So very cool variety there for United. They're doing very well. Got the Delta 737-900 taxiing out here to the runway. This guy's making the flight on over to Atlanta on the turnaround service. Atlanta getting anywhere from 8 to 9 daily, so very cool to see that there. 717 playing a big factor this month. Some days we're getting up to 3, those 717s. 737-900 are still kind of the predominant thing here, but still very cool to just see those 717s. Atlanta doing very strong as always. Delta here, you got this, or not Delta, sorry, Breeze A220-300, I don't know what I was saying. Breeze A220 here, this guy's going to be heading on over to, we'll do Providence after arriving in from Tampa. Tampa's a 6 weekly, flying every day except Tuesday, so very cool to see that right there. Providence, a 1 daily, lots of routes doing really good this month, including where this Breeze E195 will be heading to, which is over to New Orleans after arriving in from Windsor Locks. New Orleans, a 6 weekly as well, flying every day except Tuesday. Windsor Locks is a 1 daily. You get these E195s 4 days throughout the week. The A220-300 takes the rest. So still very cool to see that there. Those are the 2 routes we're getting that E195 on. So hopefully they'll stay for a little bit so I'm able to use this. I think the E195 is supposed to go out of commercial service, though, sometime this year. So that definitely sucks. Lots of routes doing well out of here, though. You have Akron, Canton at a 5 weekly, Pittsburgh at a 5 weekly, White Plains at a 5 weekly. So lots of services doing really well, and that have the potential to go up to once daily here in the near future. Swing all the way around to hit this Alaska 77-800, honoring those who serve livery. This guy's doing the 1 daily service out to Seattle. Very cool to see that back up to a 1 daily here. It's been right around 4 to 5 weekly for the past couple months. So very cool to see that up to 1 daily he's getting catering on. And then we'll be pushing back here in about 20 minutes for that flight on over to Seattle. Very cool to see that there for Alaska. Got the Delta A320 right here. This guy's going to be heading on over to Boston on the turnaround service. Boston is a 1 daily getting one of these A320s. On Saturday, it goes to 2 Republic UNSN 5s. So very cool to see that 2 daily there, losing that main line, but still very awesome to see that there for Delta. Swing right over here. Get this Delta CRJ-900. This guy's getting baggage on for the flight on over to New York LaGuardia after arriving in from JFK. These kind of have flipped in terms of the aircraft they're getting. LaGuardia was straight CRJ-900s, now you're getting some Republic UNSN 5s there, anywhere from 2 to 3 daily, but you still get a daily Endeavor CRJ-900. JFK, meanwhile, is now all on CRJ-900s, getting 3 daily Endeavor flights on over there, so that is super cool to see there for Delta. And then a Velo parking over here in the A gates, now kind of sharing this gate with Allegiant and Delta as well. So very cool to see that there for a Velo. It's moved out of the B concourse. Kind of makes it a little bit easier as there's a lot of stuff happening over there. This guy's be heading on over to New Haven on the turnaround service. 4 weekly there, still operating between both the 77-700 and the 77-800. But still very, very nice to see that there for a Velo. And then right here you have this United 787-8 Dreamliner. This guy's going to be taxiing on over to the runway after getting some maintenance done here, and then he'll be continuing on over to Washington Dulles, and then from there I think he's heading on over to Athens. So very cool to see that. Still get the 787s in quite a bit, get a couple a month in from what I've seen, and then the Dreamlifter, another common thing here as well, so very cool to see that there for Charleston. Alright, so we do have lots of stuff to go over here, and I mean a ton of stuff. Absolutely amazing month here. We're going to start here with American. Like we mentioned, that second daily flight is now on a 737-800. That is up from the A319, so that is super cool to see there. And then American is going to resume their service on over to New York LaGuardia starting June 6th. That will be, I think it's flying once weekly, so I think it'll be Saturday only service out to LaGuardia. Still super, super cool. Super excited for that. That's going to be a summer seasonal. I think it lasts through either August or September. So it's only around a few months, but still very, very cool to see that there for American. Really excited for that. Spirit, that Newark service is up to a 1 daily from a 4 weekly. So great increase to see right there. Southwest here got a bit of news. Chicago Midway is up to a 9 weekly from 3 weekly. So great jump there. And then St. Louis, that seasonal service has resumed as a Saturday only. So really nice there for Southwest. Alaska, like we mentioned, that service is now up to a 1 daily from a 5 weekly, so great to see that jump right there. United with some big increases here. Houston up to a 2 daily from 1 daily, so great to see that. And then the Denver service on A320 up from that A319. So very, very nice to see that there. JetBlue, that Boston service is now up to a 19 weekly. That is up from a 7 weekly, so huge jump there. Great to see that. Air Canada, like we mentioned, that service will resume March 30th. I think it's a daily CRJ-900, definitely CRJ-900, so really looking forward to that. Frontier, like we mentioned, that seasonal service has resumed as a 3 weekly. So very, very cool to see that right there. Sorry about that. And then Breeze here, ton of news to go over here for Breeze, so really looking forward to this. We're actually going to get to this aircraft where we do have some better lighting. Yeah, there we go. So Pittsburgh is up to a 5 weekly from 2 weekly. Akron Canton up to a 5 weekly from 3 weekly. Fort Myers up to a 3 weekly from 2 weekly. Orlando being our only drop down to a 2 weekly from 3 weekly, so a small drop there. You have Providence up to a 1 daily from 4 weekly. Windsor Locks the same, up to a 1 daily from 4 weekly. Portland, Maine up to a 4 weekly from 2 weekly. And 3 new routes here that will be starting service. The newest one being, or the one that will start the soonest will be Rochester. That starts on May 8th. You have Burlington, Vermont. That starts on May 30th. And Albany, New York, starting on June 13th. 3 new routes here for Breeze. Really looking forward to that. Breeze just continues to expand out of here. Lots of airlines continue to expand out of here. We now have 6 newer returning services here. You have Southwest to Kansas City starting on June 7th. You have Bermuda Air starting, I think it's like April 2nd next month. You got those 3 Breeze services, and then American to LaGuardia. So lots to look forward to here in the upcoming months. Really will be exciting. Kind of news, important stuff. All the way up through June as of now, so that's very cool to see. And then super happy I was able to get these gates in. Just kind of makes it look a little more realistic. So that's super nice right there. Really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, though. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, as it really helped me out. And I'll see you all in the next one.